Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and welcome to my YouTube channel, Graceful Pilates. Today's video is on the Allegro 2 by Balanced Body. It is a Pilates Reformer Intermediate Level 1.5 workout. It is full body. So, to get started, you're going to want 2 red or 2 heavy springs. You're going to start with some footwork. So laying down on your back, neutral spine, head between the shoulder blocks on that headrest down. Both of your feet, starting with your toes, are going to go on that hip bar, or that foot bar. You are going to not want your legs to be apart. You're going to want your legs together for this one for some inner thigh work. Arms are going to go straight down by your sides on that mat. Neutral spine, looking up above. High heels lifted the entire time. Press out for 12. You're going to keep those legs super together. Keep the same momentum going out as you go in. Again, you should have 2 heavy or 2 red springs. Halfway there. All the way back in. Once you're at a full stop, arch of the feet, still legs glued together, press out, keeping them glued together, and return. Arms still flat down by your sides, still staring up that ceiling. Now focusing on the middle part of your foot. Again for 12. Halfway there. One more. All the way out. Hold it out here for a second. All the way back in. The last part of the footwork today for the warm-up is going to be heels. Legs still glued together. Really using those inner thighs and those glutes now that the heels are on that foot bar. Halfway there. One more. Hold it out. All the way back in. Knees to chest or windshield wiper those legs. Once you are ready, those heels go back on that foot bar, except now they're going to be hip discs apart, so neutral spine. Really plant your lower back onto that mat, having that gap in between the thoracic and the lumbar. You're going to grab both of your long loops. You're going to scoot just about an inch away from the shoulder block so you can keep attention naturally for this one. You're going to have your arms go up, straight ahead, parallel, facing that foot bar. You want some tension in those arms. However, your arms are not moving for this one. You're going to roll your hips 1 vertebrae at a time into a bridge, and then upper, middle, and lower back down. You're here for 12. Again, arms are staying up above you the entire time. You're just rolling those hips up nice and even, and then rolling them back down one vertebrae at a time. Don't let that chin go to your chest as you lift into that bridge, halfway there. Two more. On this next one, just hold that bridge here. Again, chin should not be to your chest. Make sure those hips are nice and even, staring up, straight ahead. Lower all the way down. Good. Rest for a moment. All right, arms go up above again, facing that foot bar, palms facing that foot bar. You are going to roll those hips up. Now lift your left, then your right heel, lower all the way back down. Again for 12. Lift on up, lift the left, then march on the right, lower all the way down. Try to keep those hips even as you're doing those marches. Keeping tension in those arms. All the way down. Two more. One more. All the way down. Lower those arms. Windshield back to those legs. All right, arms go up. One more time, one more set, adding another layer to these bridges. So, again, arms go up, palms facing that foot bar. You're going to go up into that bridge, lift the left, then the right. And add a pelvic tilt, then return for bridge, then lower down. You're only here for 6 this time. Lift up, lift the right heel, then the left, just to make it nice and even. Pelvic tilt, return to that bridge, roll all the way back down. Again, lift up into that bridge, lift the right, then the left, pelvic tilt, halfway there. Lift up, right heel, left heel, tilt, return, one vertebrae at a time down. 2 more. Keeping tension in those arms. Lift up, keeping those hips nice and even. Last one, make it count. All the way down. Good job. Hang up those straps for a second. You can keep 2 reds, or if you're like me, You can go down to one red, then lay back down, supine, so on your back. Once you are ready, your legs are going to go into a tabletop. Arms are going to start parallel, legs glued, knees 90, shins parallel, that floor. Starting with a Pilates bug, just using the arms. You're doing 12 on each side, where your left arm stays straight, right arm goes down to your side, making sure there's tension. Right arm stays straight, left arm goes down to your side, keeping your palms facing that foot bar. You're here for 12. Keeping tension on that reformer. Halfway there, really focus on doing one arm at a time. Keeping those legs nice and sturdy. Starting up at that ceiling. Don't let that chin go to chest. Good. Okay, now immediately doing 6 full bugs. So now as you lower your right arm to the side, your left leg is going to go out straight. And then opposite. Right arm goes out to the side, left arm goes out straight. And then return both. You're in here for 6 on each side. Halfway there. One more on each side. Good. Rest for a moment. All right. Once you are ready, both arms bring straight above, arms not past those shoulders, legs again in that tabletop. You're going to go out to a V shape and press down, palms facing down as you go down. You're not touching that mat. You're keeping a V shape as you go down, and as you return, you're here for 12. Three more. Hover here or glue to the mat. Keeping that V shape. And release. Rest for a second. All right, one final movement in this supine position until footwork. Legs, again, are in tabletop. Arms out straight above, palms facing that foot bar. Arms are gonna go straight down, glued to that mat for a modified short spine massage. So make sure your shoulders are not right into those shoulder blocks. You're going to lift your lower body, knees go above towards you, then slowly go back down. You're here for 6. Go at your own pace. If you can, extend those legs out straight once you're overhead, then low back down into a tabletop. Halfway there. You can keep your knees bent if you would like. Two more. One more. hang up those straps. All right, carefully sit on up. Once you are ready, you are going to lower just out of the way. Grab that ball if you have one. You don't need one, but if you do, it's great. One knee at a time is going to go onto that reformer. So starting with on the platform and one on the front of middle of that mat, holding your ball out in front of you. You're just going to press out using your left knee and returning for some knee abduction. Don't lift those shoulders, staring straight ahead. You're halfway there. One more, hold it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully rest for a second. For this next set, you're going to start with your ball close to your chest, elbows in. You're going to press out your arms as you press out with your knee that's on the mat and twist. Then return back. So press out, twist, then return. Press out, twist, then return. Press out, twist, then return. Out. Don't let that carriage slam back in. 2 more. 1 more. Twist. And return. Good job. You're going to lift on up. Walk on over to the other side. Again, grabbing that foot bar, your knee goes to the middle of that platform first. Then your right knee goes onto that mat, front middle. You want those knees to be parallel. Starting with your ball out in front of you, don't let those shoulders lift. You're just pressing out for 12 with those knee abductions. See if you can go a little bit farther. You're more than halfway there. Just 4 more. One more. Good. Hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back in. Lower those arms for a second. Once you're ready, you have 8 more to go. Now involving that twist. So starting that ball towards you, you are going to press that ball out in front of you, long arms as those knees go out. Then you twist to your side, facing that shoulder block, and then pull in those arms as you return. So press out as you press that knee out, then twist, hold, and then return. Again, you're here for 8. return all the way back in. Leave that ball off to the side. You will be using it later, so you want to be able to grab it. You're keeping that one red spring on. Just grab that box, and it's going to go onto that foot bar. You want to make sure it's nice and sturdy. Once you are ready, you are going to place both of your knees just in front of the middle, hip distance apart, on that mat in front of you. You're going to place your forearms on that box, and you're just going to use your knees for a modified knee stretch. Both of your feet should be just in front of those shoulder blocks, staring at the floor just above those foot bars. You're here for 12. Four more. Really using those knees, zipping up those abs. One more. On this next one, hold it out. Just hold it out here. Really challenging yourself, zipping up those abs. All the way back in, fully to a stop. You're welcome to do a modified child's pose over that box. Hold it here. Once you're ready, return all the way back in. Lift one up for a second. Then once you're ready, going back on your forearms, shoulder distance apart. Your hands can curl over the edge of that contoured box. Now your legs are going to go out long, so you're going to want your feet just past those shoulder blocks. On that headrest, you're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, hip oblique dips. And lower. Down. Good job. Carefully go onto the right hand side of that carriage. If you have a contoured box like this one with those slots, you can place the box longwise using the shoulder blocks to secure it. Those foot bars are going to go back up. You're going to go on your knees about 3/4 towards the front of the box. You're going to grab both sides of that shoulder block. Knees angled over that edge for me. You're going to be at a full stop. You're going to lift your right knee out long, then your left leg out long. Then again, back to the right, then back to the left. Really lifting those legs for me. Here for 12 on each side. Already halfway there. Again, alternating legs. Try not to let that carriage move. I know I just did. Staring down. Do not have bend in that neck.
for a second.
Okay, for this next set, you're only here for 6 on each side. All of your fingers should be over the foot bar. If you have wrist issues, you can keep those fingers out long, but even if you have your fingers curled, just all digits over the edge. Now, again, you're only modified all 4s, starting with your right leg out long, shoot it up, then a modified push-up, return those elbows, then left hand side, arms long, lift, push up, knee goes down. You're here for 6 on each side. Halfway there, you want your elbows tucked in as you go down, not off to the sides. Really focusing on those triceps. One more on each one, each side, I mean. Good. Carefully, again, back on down onto your floor in front of you. Adding 1 yellow, so that's 1 yellow and 1 red. Going to lay on prone, facing your shoulder blocks. You can grab the ropes just past the loops, out long, looking down. You're only here for 6 since it's a little bit heavier. Upper chest should not be on that box. One more, hold it here behind you. And release. Hang up those straps, carefully lift on up to one side of your reformer. Now, you can grab the ball here if you have one. You're going to sit on the box longwise. To start, place those feet on that headrest. You're going to use that ball for your lower back to support you. However, first hang up, place one long loop at a time onto your hamstrings. Once you have them on your hamstrings, get your ball nice and secure. You can grab onto the contoured edge of that box or grab behind you. Either way, whatever feels right. I'm not going to use the ball today. The ball can say goodbye. Once you're ready, making sure you're towards the front edge of that box, you are going to lift on up into a modified '90 with your knees, then just one march at a time. Maybe you're touching that headrest, maybe you are not. One more on each side. Slowly lift on up, rest for a second. Just one more set of 6. For this set, again, your butt should be towards the front edge of that box. Leaning on down, Legs go, knees go 90, either as a unit or one at a time. Lift and lower those legs from tabletop. One more, all the way down. Carefully take off those long loops. You're still holding them. Now, if you would like, again, the ball will be behind your lower back, supporting you. Otherwise, you're just gonna lean behind you. Those feet can rest on that headrest in front of you. You're going to do a modified row. If that is too light, please switch to the smaller loops. You're here for 12. Again, you are leaning back. Maybe you have that ball supporting your lower back. More. Palms should be facing each other. One more. Good job. Hang up your right strap. You're going to grab that short arm loop or that long loop with your right hand. Again, leaning back for a one-handed row. You can have your left hand on your left knee or on that box. You're just here for 8 on this side. Two more. Good. Carefully lift on up, grabbing the right strap in the left hand. If you use the short loop on one side, try to use it on the other side. Again, lean back and row for me. On a diagonal. Three more. Still leaning back. And 8. Good. Hang up that right long loop. Once you are ready, you are ready for the cool down. So the box can go off to the side. So you can take off that yellow and place your right back on. So 2 heavy springs or 2 red springs. Once you're ready, lay back down, head between that headrest, neutral spine, 1 foot at a time, goes onto the arch of your foot. Legs go long, arms down by your sides, palms facing down, for some hip circles. 6 starting at the top and going out to the sides, then 6 the other direction. Small hip circle so your lower back does not lift. And go to the bottom and switch directions with those hip circles. Three more. And 6. Good. Legs go out to the side, making a V shape. Grab those ropes, hold them here. The farther down you hold those ropes, the more of a stretch you will feel. All right, once you're ready, lower those arms to your sides. Bottoms of the feet are going to touch each other and go into your butterfly. maybe you're touching those ropes, maybe you're pressing down on those hips. This is the final movement. Lift a little bit higher if you notice your lower back is affected. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully out of those straps. I hope you enjoyed the intermediate, roughly 30-minute workout with me. It was full body. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You have a great day.